Cool. So we all know, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. How many do you have?
So how are you counting this? Are you counting this as one store as an income?
Yeah, I mean, let's start with just industries, so like dropshipping.
So of course, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, of course my online courses, and I also offer additional mentorship. So with my courses, of course, I offer mentorship, but I also offer Zoom calls as well. So that's also, I also class that as another stream of income as well. So I could count that as 4. But if you count that as my individual stores, 6 dropshipping stores, 6 Amazon FBA listings, my online courses, and my mentorship.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, about 14.
That's good. That's very good. And some may ask, is dropshipping saturated? Like, is it too late in 2021? It's the beginning of the year. Is it too late? Or
I'll definitely say it's never too late. It's never too late in a sense for anything. Like, there's a lot of people probably out there who will say to themselves that dropshipping saturated, Amazon FBA saturated, they can't do it, or they want to be a footballer, they can't do it. They want to play cricket, they can't do it. In this life, you can do anything, man. That's the honest truth.
It's real gems.
In this life, you can do anything. Like, you personally probably would have thought that you can't do YouTube.
Yeah.
You can't build your own personal brand. You can't do this, you can't do that. But in this life, you can do anything. But with dropshipping, in a sense, it can never be saturated. The reason why is because with technology only advancing, with Amazon, with technology only advancing, Jeff Bezos only getting richer and richer and richer.
Yeah.
There's literally, in a sense, I personally think it is impossible for dropshipping to get saturated and Amazon FBA to get saturated. I'm going to ask you, think about the amount of products which there is in the world.
Yeah.
There's so many, there's products out there which people have never dropshipped.
At all.
Which people have never put on Amazon.
Yeah.
And that's literally waiting for you to put on Amazon, dropship. Even products that people have dropshipped, people have put on Amazon. You can still dropship that.
If you market it better.
Yeah, if you market it right. But there's so much opportunity out there, man. So much.
It's good to put it. People say that there's a big pie. You might as well take.
Even if you take one chicken pie, you just take a little bit of that chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's a $1 billion industry a year. Yeah,
it's a $1 billion industry, guys. Like, if you take a small pie of it, you'll be rich.
You'll be rich, man. Literally. And that was my aim at the start as well. That was my aim at the start. Just to take a little bit of that pie. But now, I'm trying to go for at least half of that pie, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Obviously, you sell courses now to help people, start their dropshipping stores. Some may think, you're creating competition for yourself in that sense. So then you think you're not. Like, well, how do you think, because it all depends on the person themselves.
Yeah.
So then it's not really creating competition. It's
No, so of course with dropshipping, there's billions and billions and trillions of products out there.
Yeah.
So for example, if I have billions and trillions of students, then of course it's going to get saturated. But there's not trillions and trillions of people in the world. So of course it's not a thing where, for example, if I can show you guys this product and know that I'm still going to be getting sales, that's how you can see that there's no way that dropshipping can get saturated, no way Amazon FBA can get saturated, if I'm able to show you guys this product and know that I'm still going to be able to sell this product tomorrow, or the day after, or even in a year's time. So of course, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, with the advancements in technology, never get saturated.
Yeah. Now, you see with dropshipping, right, obviously you're selling products that have no name, no brand to it. Do you ever think the next step onwards is to now create your own brand? Do you ever think you might stop AliExpress dropshipping and might, let me actually create my own brand? No,
so of course with dropshipping, with Amazon FBA, what I teach is for you to create your own brand. So each of my online stores are their own brand. So for example, I can call it Sofa. That might be one of my brands. I can call that one sofa, one this, one that, one that. So you are not just creating a store of a product. So for example, you're not just creating this computer. You're creating a whole brand around this computer. So that is what I teach. I don't create to you guys just to sell this computer. I teach you how to create a brand around this computer. So yeah.
Alright, cool. So someone that may be watching this, that may be 14, doing their GCSEs, do you need good GCSEs to, be a good dropshipper?
No, so of course,
how did you even do it as well?
Everyone will say GCSEs is important. Of course, I done alright at my GCSEs. I done alright. So I got 6 GCSEs. So that's alright. I was never always the smartest person in the class, but I done alright at my GCSEs. So one thing I do say is, it's not impossible to make money, especially in the world that we live in. We live in a generation where you can make money online, you can make money in so many different ways. One thing that I kind of say is GCSEs, if you don't actually achieve them, A levels, a university degree, if you don't actually achieve them, it's not the end of the world. Because there is so many ways to actually make an income.
If you give one tip to someone, what is the most single important thing of a dropshipping store? What's the most single important thing they should focus on? Like, is it the design? Is it the product? What matters the most? Like,
what matters the most is making as many people see your store as possible.
Okay, so
and also legitimizing your store, because there's a lot of stores out there that don't actually look professional. And they don't have their own brand.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you be shopping online, you think, this is a Shopify.
Now, for example, you might be scrolling through Instagram, you see a product which you think, okay, this might be beneficial to me. So you go on the store, you're ready to enter your card details, but you're thinking, okay, this store doesn't really look that good. Like, this looks like it's not
shady.
It's a bit shady. So you need to actually build a store and a brand around your actual product to actually be able to sell it. But a lot of people might be thinking this is very, very confusing, or it's kind of hard to build, but it's not actually as hard as you think. That's definitely one thing I would say. Building a dropshipping store, putting a listing on Amazon isn't as hard as you think. Alright, cool.
That's a serious question.
So with
all my dudes.
Oh no, don't tell me it died. It's dead.
Oh, bear.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Is it?
So obviously with dropshipping, the model is you're taking on a product that you don't know from AliExpress and you're putting an extortionate markup to make your profit. Some will say that's scamming the end user. What do you think about that statement? Is that true or not?
So, for example, maybe Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, all these different stores, Sainsbury's, everybody is selling a product for profit. So, for example, if you're buying bacon from the shop, they're selling that product for profit. If you're buying, when I bought this T-shirt, they're selling this product for profit. So, the kind of question is, in a sense, is with us, we're actually, instead of buying the product and using our money to buy the product, we're just sending it directly to the customer. So in a sense, I can say that this is probably the smartest and best way to actually make an income, especially for somebody who's new into business, who's new into building their first ever store, who's new into kind of making money online. So that is, in a sense, I would say, is absolute cap.
Fair enough.
It's absolute cap.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
So cool. Obviously, we all know that you started at 16, you're 21 now.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to see success?
So, of course, I started seeing okay money from the age of 17.
Oh, so 1 year.
So, maybe like about 1 year. But in that 1 year, I never had a mentor. So, of course, I was making okay money, what I will kind of call it. But for a 17-year-old, anyways, I was making okay money.
How much were you talking?
Maybe, are you talking yearly or monthly? Actually, monthly, maybe about £800 a month, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But of course, when you're 17, that's good enough, you know what I'm saying. But so I was making back maybe £800 a month. I could buy little trainers, I could buy food out, go out with my friends and stuff. But of course, what I kind of suggest is I was making a lot of mistakes. So I was losing quite a bit. So the money that I was making, I was investing a little bit of it into my actual stores as well. So not all of it, but just a bit of it into my stores. But that is one mistake that I was making. Yeah. But the reason why I was making that mistake was because I never had anybody behind me saying to me,
tell you what to do,
Reece, do this, and stop going out to eat with your friends, stop buying these £70 Air Forces and stop doing this. So yeah.
You would make profit and just take it out of the business and
I'll take it out of the business and go and spend on other stuff. Does that make sense? So yeah. So after that is when I thought to myself, okay, I'm making 800, maybe 900 in 1 month, maybe 600 in 1 month, but how am I going to make more money? Yeah, because I can see the money that people are making from dropshipping. Yeah. £800 is not what people are making from dropshipping. People are making that a day. Yeah. So how am I going to make that at the age of 17 now? How am I going to make that money? Yeah. So what I then done was, of course, I got myself a mentor. Yeah. Then I learned how to actually, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong. This is what I'm doing. I was like, okay, I didn't actually know I was doing this wrong. Okay, this is what I'm doing wrong. This is what I'm doing. So I corrected the mistakes. Then I started to see more money every month. More money every month. So, of course, with somebody, you want to know maybe somebody starting new and stuff. So, for example, somebody starting new, I would say, by yourself, you'll probably witness the same mistakes that I made. So, of course, you might take money out of your business. You might Your store might not look legitimate, so people might not actually buy from your store. There's loads of different mistakes that you can make, but the main aim is to not make the mistakes.
Yeah,
just learn from people who have made them mistakes, so you don't actually have to make the mistakes. You don't take them losses. But one thing, for example, I'll kind of say is I have a student, good friend of mine, who, for example, released his store. The first day he got 3 orders and he made £129.
Nice.
So this was on the 13th of December. The day after, he made 4 sales. Then he made another £198. So that's kind of how you kind of need to think. So
how long prior did he start?
So let's have a look. So he started on the 26th of November.
Oh, and then on the 13th, he's making sales?
Then on the 13th, he made sales, yeah.
Wow.
So on the 13th.
Wow.
So, for example, his first order was for £45.
Yeah.
But, of course, it was kind of high risk order, high risk of fraud. So, of course, he got panicked. He messaged me, he called me because he's a good friend of mine. And we sorted that out. So then the next day, that's when he made his first good bit of money. So £129. Then he made another £198 the next day. So it's kind of a thing where once your store is made...
And you're a mentor as well.
Yeah, well, of course, a mentor is something which I kind of say is important, but you don't actually need a mentor. That's the honest truth. But what I say is, once your store's made, that's when you can kick back, relax, let your sales roll in, put your sales through, put your orders through, and that's about it, man. That's kind of how it works. And then from there, once you have your first store, you're making a bit of money. Then you can make another store, then another store, then another store, start to scale up. Because you're not actually spending the whole day on your computer. You can sit back, relax, then make another store, then make another store. That's how you kind of scale up.
By the way, guys, if you want to win a free share worth between £3 and £200, make sure you click the link in my description or swipe up and then you deposit £1. Let me know what share you get. It's Poku Banks, baby. How do you deal with like chargebacks or fraudsters on your store? Like, do you just take the L? Or?
It's a pain in the ass. There's nothing you can really do, to be honest. That's just how it kind of is. It's just a pain in the ass. It's just literally a pain in the ass. It does happen though. It does happen. But to be honest, I've realized that a lot of it does come from the US. So a lot of high risk payments do come from the US. A lot of my students will probably tell you as well. Like, for example, I have students who message me. They say that they've got a £1,000 order. Of course, if you see £1,000 come through your phone, happy. You know, but then it may come.
If you're not used to, like, say if you're used to getting £100 orders, and then I'll run you a
£1,000 order. So of course you'll be happy, but sometimes it does happen. But it's just kind of life.
Well, and then obviously sometimes Stripe, I've heard that, like, they may label your business as high risk. How do you deal with that or avoid that?
So I've never actually had. Or never had anybody have their store say that it's high risk. But Shopify payments have said to me quite a lot of times that basically all of my stores bar one have said to me, Shopify have said that my store is high risk. So of course I need to convert to Stripe, but it is a pain in the ass, but it's very quick to actually convert to Stripe. Once you go to Stripe, you'll be able to see your like Stripe is actually much better. And
I like Stripe.
It's much better because you can see better analytics. So for example, how much you've made with Shopify is not as deep as Stripe. Does that kind of make sense? So Stripe is much better. So I do recommend Stripe. Stripe is the best. There is a lot of payment processors, but Stripe is the best.
Cool. So obviously with Instagram, a lot of people can like try pose as someone they're not. For someone watching this, for me, I can see like a scammer from a mile away. But how would you say, in the dropshipping industry specifically, tips and tricks or just big giveaways that someone isn't who they say they are? Like?
Yeah, that's very important. So what I kind of say is look for the teacher's results. And the reason why is because you can't learn from somebody who hasn't actually done it. So you can't, if you've never drove a car, I can't learn from you how to drive a car. So that's kind of how it works. So one of my biggest tips is look at the teacher's results. So when you're looking at the teacher's results, then you'll be able to see, okay, if this person's making money, why can't I not make money? So that's kind of something I'll say. So that is one of the first things I'll say.
So with dropshipping, right? Obviously, you may get to a stage where you need to register your business, but some people don't know when that stage is. So when would you say that,
So of course, this is a business just like any other. So of course, if you're a sole trader, you can of course make £12,500 tax free. So of course, once you've made that, what I kind of say is once you kind of make £80,000 a year, that is when you should kind of register to Company House as a limited company. But anytime before that, what I kind of say is to my students, of course I do offer them my accountant, I do have a good accountant as well, but what I kind of say is aim to make money. That's the main thing. Aim to make money. Once you start to make money, then you can start to think about that. But of course you can make £12,500 tax free as a sole trader. That is obviously the first bit, but after that, once you start to make about 80,000 plus, then you register as a limited company. So yeah, that's what I kind of say.
And then finally, just to wrap this up, what do you think are the best products for someone?
The best products?
Like in general.
So you want me to give multiple products or the best niches?
No, just whatever works, you know, whatever you can
So
give.
of course, in my course, of course, I teach you guys how to find winning products, what winning products to find. And I also, if you can't find winning products, I will personally help you to find winning products. So of course, that's with my students, there's nothing to worry about. They already know that. But yeah, what I kind of say is there's so many products out there, man. So many products. Even if you're not enrolling with me, what I kind of say is look into dropshipping, look into Amazon FBA, do your own product research, because in a sense you can kind of do it by yourself, man. That is the honest truth. You can do it by yourself. But yeah, there's so much products out there. So just take a look on AliExpress, on these different platforms, and try to get started, man. That's the biggest thing that I can say, my best advice.
But yeah, no, you know what, Reece, you know, it was great having you. Seriously, man.
Me too, man.
You too. But you know, where, like, plug your stuff, man. Like, tell them where can they find you? Like?
So of course you can find me on Instagram. It's going to be right here. You can find me on Snapchat. It's also going to be right here. And as well as that, of course, my online courses, which is the ReeceClarkeAcademy.com. So of course, any questions that you've got, give me a message on Snapchat, give me a message on Instagram, and of course, I'm here to help.
So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You already know, it's Poku Banks, baby.